So let's say that the folks who run Project 2025 get what they want. Let's say they get their dream. They get abortion extremely restricted, or for all intents and purposes, banned nationally. If they got what they wanted, who would be having the babies? Here's my best guess. It's gonna be lower income people or the very, very rich. That's it. Because anybody in the middle class, is gonna have enough tricks up their sleeve that they can get it done, right? There's ways that they know that they can get access to this service. The people who are not going to be able to get the assistance, and thus will be basically forced to give birth, will be the lower class. Individuals who are the working poor, immigrants, right? Whether they're free or in their camps or whatever, they'll have to have babies. And then the ones at the top, right, that are super rich, I mean, I think they just all want to repopulate the world like Elon Musk and start his own like breeding program to spread his terribly nerdy DNA all over. And, 12 kids, 13 kids, hey, a baker's dozen. What's the problem with that? So if this happens, this means that we're back to the Gilded Age, right? We are back to teeming masses of unwell, exploited, barely educated, hardly literate, ignorant by design individuals having the babies. So why am I pointing at this? I'm just thinking about that. And I'm thinking about how the population of individuals having children is going to decrease. It's going to speed down a slope like it's the Winter Olympics for college-educated, middle-class individuals. They won't be having any babies at all because they're not going to put their kids in public schools where not everybody's going to be vaccinated, because that's dangerous. They're not going to be able to pay out of pocket for some kind of fantastic Montessori school, and public schools are going to go to effing hell unless you happen to live in a state that can somehow self-fund this shit and even cares enough. But really, who's going to have babies in that world? Who? And then, even if you happen to live in a state where you can have access to things like reproductive health care, guess what? Because ladies from other states are coming to your state to get the health care they couldn't get in their own state, everybody has to wait longer. And that's why rates of abortions have gone up in Michigan, and rates of infant mortality and maternal mortality have gone up in Mississippi, because the people who can get to Michigan from their red state have to go there for the health care they would otherwise get. And then when your Michigander wife wants to get the health care she needs, she's gonna have to wait her turn. And by the time she gets her care, it's going to be more complicated. It's going to be more expensive. She's going to have gone through a longer period of risk than she should have ever had to if she could have gotten the health care in the country or in the state in which she resides. And who's going to have kids in this hellscape? I ask you. only those who don't have a choice or who can escape. And the birth rate will plummet straight to hell.